Imagine that you're lying in a bed, though you don't know where it is, and you're drifting in and out of consciousness, and every time you open your eyes, the clock says 6 o'clock. You start hearing noises, but you really can't figure out where they're coming from. Then you drift off again. You wake up, and you're scared, really scared. You can't talk and you can't move, and you realize that you're trapped in your own body. All of a sudden, you hear a voice. You think maybe it's David or your sister telling you that you had a heart transplant and you're at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Well, that was me. Hello, my name is Ava, and I had a heart transplant 3.5 years ago. I had an autoimmune disease that destroyed my heart, and I received a heart in 10 days from a 17-year-old boy on my birthday. I was one of the lucky ones. Let me tell you a story. After my recovery, I started volunteering at Cedars. I went to visit a young man who was back for a second heart. I, of course, after receiving my first heart, couldn't believe that someone was getting a second heart, and it kind of freaked me out. So I asked why he was back, and he came back because he had gone back to work after receiving his heart, and then his benefits were cut, and he couldn't afford his medication. So he was making $2,000 a month. His medication was $1,500 a month. That was his copay. And so he stopped taking his medication because, as you can see, you feel fabulous after a transplant. And he became very ill. He spent 6 months at Cedars, received a new heart and a kidney, and then died. There were so many stories, so many miraculous, wonderful stories, and so many sad, sad stories. And that is why I started Ava's Heart with my transplant coordinator, Jenna Rush. Ava's Heart provides resources and refuge for people on their transplant journey, pre and post transplant, with things like medication and housing. We need your help. So please go to my website, avasheart.org, volunteer, see what events we're having, read other people's stories, or maybe share your own. Because if you've been touched by transplant, you're aware that anyone at any time can be in need of a life-saving organ. But most of all, we need money. So have a heart and help us help them. Thank you so very much. From my new heart to yours.